U-Ball Training Camp. It's in the game. U-Ball training is highly regarded by professional athletes and coaches for their high-level training regimen.
Listen up. Listen up. We got first over here, ball handling. So first one, I'm going crossover, bounce, through the legs, bounce, crossover, bounce, through the legs, bounce, and I'm getting it up.
These coaches provide a promising path towards improvement by the basketball boot camp approach. We get results.
What brought you to the U-Ball camp?
I just wanted to get better.
If you want to get better, it takes hard work every day. Repetition equals progression.
I've taken a lot of these skills and I've tried to pick up games and they really work and they've helped me get a lot better.
I'm just trying to go my hardest on everything and I try to get it 100%.
I think you guys, it's high energy, the kids, you're engaged, and you guys know how to talk to kids.
What I like about this camp is that all the staff knows each other's names and they know all the players' names too, which I really like.
It seems like you got almost an individual relationship with each kid, even after a couple of days.
They brought in professionals, came in to talk to us and speak, that made it to that next level.
I think, my son's in the camp, and I think that's what one of the things he walked away with yesterday was, it's not about the rep or the height, it's about hard work. And he got home last night after being his first day at camp, and he was doing all your drills. And I had to go buy him shoes and give him and had to get out a new basketball and pump it up. So he was ready to work all last night.
Guys, how you doing? Good. You having fun? Yeah. Learning a lot? Yeah. Playing hard? Yeah. Listening? Yeah. Why on the last question, listening, the yes was a little bit lower? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Guys, every time I talk to young people, there's a few things that I always stress. And I know all you guys, well, let's take a poll right quick. Everybody raise their hand who wants to be in the NBA one day. That's a dream. Okay, now put your hands down and I want you to be realistic with me. How many of you guys think you really make it? Okay. All right. That's pretty good. How old are you? Okay, how old are you?
11.
How old are you? Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. You got to have dreams. Okay. You got to believe in yourself. And you got to have those type of dreams. I too, when I was 8 years old, wanted to play in the NBA. And my father asked me a real important question. He said, "What if you don't make it?" And you know what my answer was? So I'll play in the Major League Baseball. He said, "Okay." So my biggest thing with young people is to kind of really let you guys understand some of the realistic facts about the NBA. Okay? I've had camps pretty much ever since I was in the league. And I had an average of about 200 to 250 kids in every camp. And I had camps that lasted for about 10, 12 straight years. Not one of those guys in that camp made it to the NBA. And I would tell them that it's going to be very, very difficult for you to make it. That's why I always stress how important it is to get your education. Get your high school diploma. Get a college degree. You got a better chance, odd-wise, okay? Odds are against you guys, just to be honest with you. Odds are against you. But you got a better chance of being a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist. You got a better chance of being the next president of the United States than you do of making it in the NBA. And that's the truth. We have 2 rounds that we draft, 30 players in each round. So that's 60 players that get drafted each year. 60. There's 30 NBA teams. You can have a maximum of 15 guys per team. So if you're doing the math, that's 450 guys that play professional basketball in the NBA. I think we had more than that in Inglewood, where I grew up. Okay? That's how small it is, a chance that you have to make it. But if you make it, then obviously it's an unbelievable achievement. If you do make it, what's the life expectancy of an NBA basketball player now? Meaning, when you make it to the NBA, how long before are you done? What's the average? Anybody knows?
Isn't it 4 to 5 years?
4 to 5, absolutely. 4 years. So let's take some other numbers. So if you do like a lot of these college players now, you go to school for 1 year, you come to the pros. If it doesn't work out, at 23 years old, you're probably out of the NBA. When I came in the league, it probably was like 26 years old because most guys came in as seniors or juniors. So I came out of hardship after my junior year. I didn't play my senior year in college. So I was 20 years old, 21 when the season was going. Now, if I would have been one of those statistics at 25, 26, I would have been done. And then after that, another one that's even more shocking is 4 years after most of these guys are done, they're broke. So let's say you go hardship at 19, at 23 you're out the league, at 27 you have no more money. You can be a doctor till you're 60, a dentist till you're 60, a lawyer till you're 60. This is a very short-lived career. So what I'm telling you is fulfill your dreams as much as you can. Try to make it to the NBA. Do everything possible. Practice every day. Work extremely hard at your deficiencies, ball handling or whatever the case may be. Okay, be the very best player that you can be. But in case you don't make it, you have your education to fall back on. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's basically what I'm telling you. Quick story about myself. Went to Arizona State, as AD was talking about. High school All-American, college All-American, but my sophomore year, I was academically ineligible because I said, you know what, I ain't worried about school. I'm going to be in the NBA. I ain't got to worry about school. I'm not going to even go to class. Well, I had one teacher that was unlike most teachers back in the day that would just pass you because you were an athlete. She was more of I'm going to make an example out of you because you're not going to class, and I'm going to fail you. So academically ineligible for a semester where I couldn't play basketball, and that's basically what really turned my life around and said to myself that, you know what, I got to go to school and be a student athlete, not just an athlete. So she really helped me because I went home when she said, you know, you're not going to pass this class, and they told me I couldn't play basketball. I went back to Inglewood, California, and went home and I saw my mom and I said, I'm going to drop out of school, wait for the draft in June, and just put my name in the draft. And my mom asked me a great question. She said, where are you going to stay? I said, I'm going to stay at home. Stay with you, Mom. She said, no, you're not. Not dropping out of school, you're not. She said, I want you to take your butt back to school and go to class and try to learn. Best thing she ever did to me. Went back, got myself eligible again, and decided not to play that year, just concentrate on school. Then I came back the next year, had a great year in school, had a great year on the court, decided to go pro, first guard chosen. If basketball was over for me today, got a degree in telecommunication. I can do ESPN. I can do Time Warner. I can do TNT. So I got other things that I can do besides bounce this basketball. And that's what I want to get to you guys. This is a great game, unbelievable game. Love this game to death. There was a point in time where this game was bigger than anything to me. But you got to always also have your priorities together as well. Got to have your priorities together. This should not come before your family. This should not come before your education. And I don't know how many of you guys are religious here, but it never should come before your God, our Heavenly Father. Okay, that's how not important it really is. It's just a game. But you can make a great living out of it, but you got to realize it is just a game.
U-Ball Training Camp. It's in the game.